Over the course of our lives, we'll have dreams, big ones, small ones that'll make our hearts race and our minds spin. And then one day we'll have what we call our aha moment, or that flash of clarity where everything just seems to click or fall into place, where suddenly it all makes sense, where you see your path, or you see your direction. It might feel like destiny itself has whispered something in your ear, and you're so excited about it that you just don't feel like you can keep it to yourself. So you share this moment of awakening with the ones that you are closest to, and you expect them to cheer you on or to be just as excited as you are, to see the potential of what it is that you have just discovered. But instead, they crush it. They don't just rain on your parade. They pour a hurricane of doubt and negativity over you or over your dream. They'll tell you it won't work, and they'll tell you that you're wasting your time. They'll tell you that whatever it is impossible, and that people like you or people like them don't get ahead like that. And then all of a sudden, that excitement that you felt just feels like it begins to slip through your fingers. They've planted seeds of doubt, ultimately stealing your enthusiasm and your drive. So why does this happen, and why do people do this? And it's not because they don't love you. Often it's because they feel like they're protecting you. But what's really happening is that dream, your boldness, and your willingness, your willingness to step out of the ordinary scares them. And it reminds them of what it is that they've given up on themselves, of the risks that they were too afraid to take. And these people are everywhere. Welcome back to another episode of Sweat Talk. My name is Chad. This scenario that I'm explaining, this is where most of our limiting beliefs come from. This is where that subtle or slow mindset comes from. Over time, this is how we begin to believe that we can't get ahead. This is why we believe that we cannot achieve something, even when we put our heart and soul into it. You need to understand, you are going to encounter these people time and time again. They're going to disguise their doubt as realism or concern. But make no mistake, these people aren't trying to protect you. They're scared. They're scared of chasing their own dreams. They're scared of stepping out of their own comfort zone and scared of failing. Oftentimes this fear or sense of being scared gets passed down generationally. But here's the thing about what I was just talking about is they have to be right every single time. Every single time they say it's impossible, they're hoping that the world will prove them right so that they can stay safe and confirm their belief. And they want to be right because of their own inaction. They need to win every single argument, and they need to see you fail because your success will shatter their illusion around their world. But you only need to be right once. One victory is all it takes. Just one breakthrough. Hello, bud. Hello. One moment where everything aligns and your dreams become your reality. But to get there, you have to be willing to fail along the way. And you will fail. That is a part of the journey. That's not a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's a sign that you're moving forward, you're taking risks, and you're chasing what matters. I'm not saying that failure doesn't hurt, because it does. But the real tragedy is it's not failing. The real tragedy is how we let that failure define us. And instead of getting back up and getting back in that fight, we allow that victim mentality to seep into our minds. And you begin to see yourself as a failure and not somebody who's experiencing a setback. And then even worse yet, you go seeking confirmation of that belief. And I'm certain that you know what I'm talking about. You start scrolling through TikTok or YouTube and searching for people that have failed to confirm your bias. You listen to their stories and you're nodding along, and you're using their words to justify why your dream didn't work. Sit there and watch that crap and say to yourself, see, that's why it didn't work. It's not my fault. And then you start to think, well, it just wasn't meant to be. But here's the beautiful part. All of those people who told you that you will fail, All those people who doubted you, who said that it wouldn't work, they have to be right every time. And they can't afford to be wrong even once, because if they are, their entire worldview begins to crumble. And you just need one win. Think about that. You only have to be right once, just one time. That's it. That is all it takes to succeed. That's all it takes to prove those naysayers wrong, to shatter their doubts and change your life forever. So let's pause here for 1 second. And what does it mean to be right once? Does that mean that your first attempt at success has to go right or isn't going to fail? That's not what it means at all. What it means is you're staying in the game. It means you're going to do it again and again until it works, or until that one time works. Because every single failure will teach you something. Every single setback, it shapes you, it sharpens you, and prepares you for your moment. If you're not experiencing setbacks, you're not chasing your dreams hard enough. If you're not facing obstacles, you're not aiming high enough. The path to success it's paved with failures. Not one, not two, but many. But each one of those failures is a stepping stone. If we look at the stories of the people who we admire, look at Thomas Edison. He said, "I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways it will not work." Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. These are people who embraced failure because they understood that failure was a part of the process. And here's the kicker. They weren't afraid to be wrong. They knew the odds and they knew the likelihood of failure, but they also knew the truth that you only have to be right once. So why let failure stop you? Why let the opinions of others who are too scared to move hold you back? And like I said earlier, if you're not experiencing setbacks, you are not chasing your dreams hard enough. If you are not facing obstacles, you're not aiming high enough. Every single time you get knocked down, you have a choice. You can stay there or you can get back up. And when you get back up, you are more prepared, you're wiser, and you are stronger than you were before. Now here's the thing that most people don't realize, and that's that resilience is a muscle. And the more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every time you fail and you get back up, you are strengthening that muscle. You are building that resilience. You are proving to yourself that you're not just capable, you are unstoppable. So let them doubt you. Let them tell you that it won't work. You just smile and nod because you know the truth. They have to be right every single time, and you only need to be right once. I just experienced this with a coworker. He found out I had a YouTube channel, so I told him what it was, and he kind of smirked a little bit. He wasn't being facetious or vicious or hurtful intentionally, but he knew that he had read, I guess, he had listened to people say that you can't make money at YouTube. Only 0.3% of people are able to make any money on YouTube or a livable wage. I didn't say anything. I just looked at him, I nodded, and inside myself, challenge accepted, motherfucker. Challenge accepted. Because I realized when that moment comes and you're holding your dreams in your hands, when that breakthrough finally happens and it all makes sense, those failures, those setbacks and doubts just seem to fade away. You will see them for what they really were or what they really are, and that's nothing more than steps on your path to success. Remember that the road isn't always smooth. It's filled with potholes and detours and dead ends. But if you just keep on driving and you refuse to give up, you will get there. And when you get there, you will realize something powerful. It was all worth it. Your dreams, your aha moment, your vision for your life. It's worth every failure and every setback, every single ounce of doubt that you ever had to overcome. Because when you are standing there holding your dreams in your hands, you'll know deep down inside that all it took was being right once. So don't stop. Don't give up. Keep chasing. Keep fighting. Keep believing. Because you're a hell of a lot closer than you think. Because all it takes is one moment, one breakthrough, one victory. You will only have to be right once. If you made it this far, do me a favor and go down in the comments and write that word once. Just that one word, once. I want to be able to drive this home. That you only need to be right one time. You are one decision away. You are one move away from realizing your dreams. We need to remind each other that we are all one move or one decision away from our dreams. As long as you understand that, you will be able to realize it. And I ask for those one words because it shows me who is with me. And it shows me who has the ability to stick to the end. It allows me an opportunity to reply to your comments. While I appreciate those paragraph long comments, I ask for those one word comments because all I have time for is a simple thank you. Replying to all of your comments and all of your support and generosity is becoming a full-time job in itself. I'm getting literally thousands of comments a day, and keeping up with those is taking me, it's taking me all day. And I want to be able to offer and to say thank you for those who stick around. I want to know who you are, who are the ones that are able to focus on one thing for 10 or 15 minutes. And also by leaving a comment, the YouTube algorithm, it helps this channel grow because the algorithm sees that interaction and it will begin to push out this content to other people so that more people might be able to find value in it as well. I want to thank you guys for all those super thanks and all of your generosity and all of your kindness. And as you can see, I'm losing sunlight as usual, so I have to cut it here. That's all I got. I want to thank you for showing up. I hope you guys are showing up for yourselves, and I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful day. Peace.